वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवके परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. Chapter 2, verse 71. Vihaya kamanyah sarvan Vihaya kamanyah sarvan Pumanscharati nihi spruhah Pumanscharati nihi spruhah Nirmamo nirahankarah Nirmamo nirahankarah Sa shantim adhigacchate sa shantim adhigacchate. He who gives up all desires and moves about without the sense of mind and egoism and shuns the thirst for necessities of life attains tranquility, sa shantim adhigacchati. But who? He who gives up all desires. So person should be desireless, no desire at all, at all. Okay. So now the question arises, when the renunciation of desire, etc., is also included in the renunciation of egoism, why has Bhagavan Krishna described the renunciation of desire separately? Okay. Once you renounce everything, that means you renounce everything. Then the question arises, why desires is described or discussed separately? Ram Sukdas ji explain this very nicely. The answer is that out of these four, desire is gross, while thirst for necessity is subtle. The sense of mind is subtler, and egoism is subtlest. Okay, good, better, best. Subtle, subtler, subtlest. Okay. Superlative degree, comparative degree. So, by abandoning desire, it becomes easy to abandon the other three. Right? And in that context, I use the word desireless. Okay. And that's why so many time I have quoted this. Yadracha labha santushtau dvandvatitau vimatsarah. I think in 3rd chapter, it will be coming soon. Because we are towards the end of 2nd chapter. Ichha, desire. Okay? Because we all, human, so there will be a desire. Right? Then because nothing happens overnight. So if we have to develop ourselves to the next level, then from ichha, from desire to sadichha, good desire. Okay. Ichha, sadichha, And the final level, the top level is Yadricha, His will. And that's why we say, Thy will shall happen. Yadricha lava santushto, His will. So at least we can transform ourselves from Icha to Sadicha, desire to good desire. Okay. I give you very material world's example. Okay. I was just busy with the Tulsi Viva couple and we were discussing about the menu. Okay. So that came flash in my mind. So suppose I want to eat Shrikhand. The correct pronounce is Shrikhand, not Srikhand. Okay, Shrikhand. So if I want to eat Shrikhand, desire, I am a human, I am living in material world. Okay. So what would be the good desire? Sadicha, because I told you now, from Icha to Sadicha, desire to good desire. Desire is common among all of us. Yes, that's going to happen. But if I want to take myself on the next level, good desire, okay, I will eat Srikhand, but I will invite 10 people or 10 families and will enjoy together. Again, this is the material example in material world. I want to have a cup of tea, but I will have with somebody. So till somebody is not there, I won't have. If I won't be able to get 10 families or 10 friends of mine, till that, I won't have the Srikhand. So that's slowly, behind the scene, you can say, develops the control. And in that context, I told you earlier, nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens. So this is Sadicha. Okay, yes, I really want to have. I contacted even 10 families, but out of the 10 families, 2 say, Ahmed, but Jaydev, right, but this Sunday, sorry, I'm not available. What about next Sunday? Okay, so that's dragging 1 week, and the next Sunday, another 2 may not be able to come. It can happen. It can happen. But my desire is, let's put the adjective, good desire is to have with 10 family or 10 friends. And in that process, it might take 1 week or 1 month. It's a development. Nothing happens, friends, overnight. When you go to see somebody, okay, totally without any expectation, selfless, meeting also selfless. Initially, you go there and he is also relaxing. Put the legs on the coffee table, okay? And then some change is there. So after 2 months, for the same reason, without any expectation, you went to see him. The moment he saw you, put his leg down. It's a change. Small, very small change. Similarly here also. It's a change. I really want to have the Srikhand, but I have convinced myself that I'll be having with 10 families or 10 friends. Till that I won't. Icha, Sadicha. Then the final of the top level is Yadarcha Lava Santoshto. His will, His will, His will. Then okay, when His will, when it happens, happens. I am not depriving myself having Srikhand, but when it comes, it comes. Yadarcha. And in that context, it's desireless. Desireless. Here Bhagavan says, no desire. And that's why Bhagavan has discussed this separately. Okay? So what it says? Okay? Out of these four, desire is gross, while thirst of necessities is subtle, the sense of mind is subtler, and egoism is subtlest. So, by abandoning desire, it becomes easy to abandon the other three. There is a saying in Sanskrit, Hastipadam Sarvapadam. Hasti means elephant, Hathi. When you see his footprint, there can be then all animals' footprint will be covered, because that big footprint is that. So every animal is there. Another, if I say 1 rand, when I say 1 rand, the 1 cent or 10 cents is part of 1 rand. It's part of 1 rand. Then you don't have to say anything else. That's why if we can control, and then control is not the nice word, if we can be desireless, then everything will be taken care of. Taken care of. That's why Yadarcha Lava Santushto, His will. And I'll follow that. If His will, it's fine, I'll follow. Or to achieve that stage, as I told you, that we are in human, we are in material world, we'll have the desire. So we have the desire, and have that desire, leave this desire in His lotus feet. This is my desire. If you think it's okay, fulfill it. If you don't think it's not in the interest of mine, don't. That's another way to be desireless. Okay? Right. So, nothing can be gained merely by desire. What is destined, we will get. Having such a faith, we should discard desire. Spruha. Another word is spruha. Spruha is a subtle form of desire. On top level, on the surface level, I mean, spruha, desire, ichha, almost the same. But if you go deep, that's spruha is subtle form of desire. So why I'm using the word spruha? Because you need to know the word spruha in Sanskrit. Because there are certain words can be described only in Sanskrit, can be understood only in Sanskrit. You can give but of explanation and definition, but that's not enough. In the absence of desire, even it persists. Underline this sentence. In the absence of desire, even it persists. It, when I say it, that means spruha, is the desire to have bare necessities. Bare necessities. Again, I give you the material world example. Okay, someone say, I mean, middle class or low middle class family. Okay, we won't expect that my child will have that juice and fruits but bare minimum rotli shak we need. That's what it's here. So is the desire to have bare necessities of life. In its fulfillment also we are not free. Whatever is to happen will happen. Then why should we have spruha? When we cease to be dependent on food, water, and clothing, spruha is destroyed. After renouncing desire and spruha, the sense of mind in the body remains. Very, very small thing or subtle thing. Okay, everything is gone, but still, what is remain? Sense of mind. That spruha, little thing is still there. It is not a rule that this possessive spirit preserves articles and these are ruined without this spirit. Therefore, the possessive spirit serves no purpose. With renunciation of all the three desires, subtle desire and possessive spirit, renunciation of ego becomes very easy. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Because I have given up everything. Okay? But the I is still. And I'm advertising this. You know, I have given up everything. I have donated everything. I have stopped myself taking salary. I. I have started keeping only 10 shirts in my wardrobe or in my unit. I. So, once the ego is gone, I. It's not easy. It's not easy. It can be for you, for me, for everybody. So Bhagwan wants to take us to the top level. Okay? When we are discussing this, okay, the thought may spark or flash in our mind that but is it possible for us? More than 95% the answer will be no. So that means we have stopped discussing this? No. We keep on understanding this. We keep on discussing that. And one day it can and it will happen in our life. It will. But we have to keep on doing that. And that's why I always give you that, the example of lock. Okay? He locked the door. Key is lost. Locksmith is not there. What's the option we are left with? To break. Take the hammer. Start hitting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You keep on hitting. Keep on hitting. At the 10th or 15th stroke, lock will be opened. So, if it is 15th stroke or the 10th stroke, the 9th or 14th were of no use? No. That has prepared the ground to break that lock. Keep on hitting 9 times or 14 times and last stroke it's open. So it can happen in our life. We take the firm decision that yes, without watching one episode on Geeta or without reading one sloka of Geeta, I won't go in bed. And we start it for a day or two or week or two. Then we spend 2-3 weeks. And then something is telling us from within, it's not nice. You decided, oh, Ahmed, let me start. This time, it's my firm conviction I will be doing this. That may last not day or two or a week or two. That may last month or two. Then, so it can happen. It is happening with you and me. So, should we give up this? No. Keep on trying, keep on trying, keep on trying. And then the day will come in our life that yes, that will become a part of my life, routine of my day, that without reading one or two verse of Geeta, I won't go in bed. That will happen. It may take a year. It may take a decade. It's fine. It's fine. But we can do this. We can. And that's why if we discuss this, if we try to understand this, if we explore this, then it will happen. Not today, tomorrow, not this life, next life. Not next life. Yeah. Yo. So, now how to get rid of egoism and a sense of mine? My pen, my phone, my house, my bed, my glass to drink water. all attachment, all attachment. When I, if you get chance, yeah, Swami Parthasarthi, he is a founder of that, it is known as Vedant Institute or something, yeah. I don't know, but many years back, Swami Parthasarthi ji was here in South Africa. Of course, before me, I mean, many years back. And there is, he has given a talk, and the title of that is Virus of Attachment. It's an attachment. It's a virus. It's a virus. And he has explained it very nicely, very nicely. If you get chance, I don't know whether it's available on YouTube or not, but CDs, I'm sure CDs are definitely available. So it's just where I'm discussing that, it just came in my mind. Okay. So how to get rid of egoism and sense of mind? Now, we'll try to understand from a different standpoint or different point of view, be it Karma Yoga, be it Gnana Yoga, be it Bhakti Yoga. End of the day, all three are the same, interlinking, but yeah, those who are more towards the action, karma, will follow Karma Yoga path. Those who are more the knowledge, Gnana Yoga. Those who are with the devotion follow the Bhakti Yoga, right? So we'll try to understand this, how to get rid of egoism and a sense of mind. Okay, now first, from the standpoint of the discipline of disinterested action, means Karma Yoga. Disinterested action means selfless work, without any expectation, without any hidden agenda. That is known as disinterested action, Karma Yoga. Okay, so how can we get rid of egoism and sense of mind? If we try to understand from Karma Yoga, what first it says, nothing is mine. Absolutely nothing belongs to me. When We came in this world. Did we apply to Almighty for the eyes, for the brain, for the kidney, for the heart? No. He has granted, He has blessed us with this body. So it does not belong to me. So what it says, nothing is mine, because I have no independent claim on things, persons, circumstances, incidents and situation, etc. We say, no, if I say you will believe. No, not necessary. Circumstances, not in my hand. Not in my hand. I really wanted to go and watch the World Cup, okay? I'm not a fan of World Cup. But rain. And the whole match did not take place. Circumstances, not in my control. Incidents, okay? Really wanted to attend the wedding, but
It's 20 hours.
met up with an accident. Okay. Really wanted to go, but situation was not in my favor. So nothing is mine. I have no control. So when nothing is mine, it means that I need nothing, as I need food, water and clothes for the body. Only if it is mine, but if it is not mine, I need nothing for it. It looks too hard to accept this, okay? But we need to try to understand what Swami Ram Sukdaji wants to tell us between the lines. Between the lines means you keep on doing your thoughts, your work, your job, your duty, and the rest will fall in place. Okay, so I need nothing for it. When there is clear understanding that nothing is mine and I need nothing, there is no question of egoism, feeling of I. Because nothing belongs to me. Because egoism persists by accepting affinity for the body, things and circumstances. The fact is that the so-called, underline the word so-called, the so-called body of mine has an affinity for the world. So it should be used to render service to the world. Because I, for myself, need nothing. By having this sort of feeling, egoism perishes and striver becomes free from egoism and a sense of mind. We need to convince ourselves. Yes, I repeat, it's not that easy. But from some angle. And that's why I always tell what we call that. It's very, we have made it very cheap, the word. Seva. A to seva kariye. Service, seva. You know how the word seva came? It can be you or me or anybody. We join or we connect ourselves with some organization, or some organization. They provide the platform. That to dilute the ego. Okay, that is a feeding scheme. Okay, for an example. Okay, they provide the platform to dilute the ego. But unfortunately, those all platform became nowadays to feed your ego, to nurture your ego. And that's why winter drive, food hamper. Oh, then we say, बिचारा ने ठंडी लागे ब्लैंकेट आइपा. And that very reason, when we were distributing blanket, when we were celebrating the 50 years of Mandir, 500 blanket. But that was under the banner of Bhagwan Lakshminarayan. So whoever has received, that's a prasad from the Bhagwan. And those who have contributed, they have contributed to the Bhagwan for the good work. So the platform is there to dilute one's ego, not to feed one's ego. So in that context, nothing belongs to me. I will say that I put my all efforts, hard work, my sweated money. I could able to earn 500, 5,000, 50,000, whatever it is. But how did it happen? Supreme reality of universe is with me. That's why I could walk. That's why I could go to the work. That's why I got paid. And that supreme reality goes on strike. What's going to happen? Nothing. That power tells us that okay, no, but I'm not in mood to walk today with you. What's going to happen? I'm not feeling okay to run to run your heart. What's going to happen? So, if we understand that, and that's why I always say it, from some angle, some corner if we start. Yes, we are busy. Again, I'm using the same phrase today in the material world. We need to meet two ends. End of the month or end of the day. But at least 1 hour a week, 1 hour a day, 1 day in 1 week, something. We do something, and where there is absolutely no self-interest, no hidden agenda, and yet I will be rendering my expertise, my efficiency with full heart, not half-hearted, right? Once upon a time, again, no offense, no criticize. So, for the Mandir, fruit, Not the second or third quality, 10th quality. Will that be considered as seva? No, no. Then we had to tell those people in diplomacy. So you please check that, because we understand you are busy. You might have told your worker to put the box in your boot, but you got my point. But that was not okay, and if it's not okay, we cannot put this as a prasad. So the small thing, okay, I'm making money, I'm running business, but at some point, one day, 1 hour, I'll do without any expectation, where there is no hidden agenda, and yet I'll be doing with full heart. That's why we have all the function. So, from the standpoint of discipline of knowledge, every man has the knowledge that I am. In I am, I is a fragment of nature, and am denotes reality. Am denotes reality, means eternal existence. This am is used with I. Now, in the absence of I, am will not stand. Only is will remain. It's but tricky. In the absence of I, am will not stand. Only is will remain. Okay. So it's all the trick and game of I and am. I am doing. But if there is no I, what's going to remain? What's going to remain? So it's a small thing which really makes us to think. This is I'm leaving you with a but of hard subject, which requires more time to understand. So you keep on thinking on that, and yes, next week we will carry on this. Okay, okay. From the standpoint of discipline of knowledge, every man has the knowledge that I am. In I am, I is a fragment of nature, and am denotes reality, eternal existence. This am is used with I. In the absence of I, am will not stand, only is will remain. Okay, you think on it. Okay, and we'll try to explore, we'll try to understand more, we'll discuss more on next week in today's discussion. Okay, whatever you like, credit go to all the scriptures, all the great men, whatever I have heard, I have read, I have studied, whatever I have understood. Okay, try to explain you, try to share with you. Absolutely nothing belongs to me. As we know that our main reference book for this Geeta class is our Sadhak Sanjeevani, written by Swami Ram Sukdas ji. We will chant the 73rd verse of 18th chapter. Nashto moha smrutirlabdha tvat prasadan mayachyuta sthitosme gata sandeha करिष्ये वचनं तव वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। लक्ष्मीनारायण भगवान की जय।